Hello everyone, my name is Dorian and welcome to Phillip Island. We are with the Mercedes AMG GT3. Haven't driven this car in a while and I forgot how much fun it is. Actually, it doesn't have the characteristics of the BMW. It rotates a lot more and that makes it more engaging, a lot more fun. Might drive it a little bit this week, do some races. Now I'm just going to show you guys the lap real quick and then we're going to go over it corner by corner. If you enjoy it, leave a like, and if you want to see more track guides and race videos, then subscribe to the channel. That's it. See you guys on the track. Okay, so we're coming up to turn number 1. We're gonna have to brake here. Initially, we're gonna turn in with the road, with the curb here. You're gonna see me following it and lifting at the same time. Braking to around, I don't know, 25%, modulating a little bit, downshifting to 5th. Now I'm compromising this corner quite a lot to provide a good entry for turn number 2. You can actually carry about, I don't know, 8, maybe even 10 kilometers an hour more than what I have. The reason being is I want to stay tight on the inside and have a wide approach for the next corner. Now our braking point here is right around here. I'm looking for a braking point. It's gonna be, as you can see, the white line goes straight and then breaks off. It's kind of hard to spot and you're not looking at it anywhere. You're gonna have to make an educated guess and get used to it, but this is around the area when I start braking. Downshift into 4th. Not too early with 3rd gear. You don't want to upset the car. Just trail braking into it. Now we don't want to catch this curb early. You want to catch it late. You want to kind of overspeed into the corner and try to rotate it quite late. So just downshifting into 3rd, letting the car run wide towards the middle, and then turning it in. I'm using a good chunk of throttle to rotate the car because the AMG does like to rotate under power. And as I'm getting close to the curb, I'm stabilizing it by lifting again. By the way, sorry for my voice, I'm pretty sick. And squeezing it all the way back to 100%. Now, as I've said, you want a late curb here. A good indication would be, if you take a look from the to the left here, the curb is very, very smooth. Very smooth, and it starts to break off at some point. So it's the first break off point is here. And then it starts breaking off here, and this is where I want to be close. That's going to take us all the way to the outside. You can use this curb and even a little bit of the gravel. Not a big deal, actually. You can save the car pretty easily there. Up to 5th gear. Am I using 6th gear? I don't think so. No need. Now, we're going to brake, I would say around the 140, 150. Yeah, 150. Sounds about right. I peaked very, very high. I would rather not peak this high, around 90%. Maybe brake a tiny bit earlier and don't peak as much. I really burnt up the front tires, struggled to get the car in, and I had to stay on the brakes for a very long time. As you can see, downshifting all the way into 2nd in a late 1st gear. You can use 2nd gear for this corner, but 1st gear, I don't know, I find a little more consistent. As you can see, the final downshift was around past the first third of the corner, right here. So I'm just trail braking, long trail brake into the corner, and about halfway point, I'm gonna look for the throttle, 50%, and squeezing it slowly and gradually back to 100. I don't want to spin off the rears. Taking the car to the outside, using the curb on the way out, and you're through. Now, braking point is at the tip of this curb, right around here. So this is when we brake. And I'm going to stay in third for a little bit, and then late downshift into second. Using about 50% peak. Just downshift now. And let the car rotate neutrally. The second gear really helps with rotation. You don't need to apply any more brakes. And you can return to throttle pretty early. Sorry. Got 50%, squeezing it more and more. Just being very, very patient here. As you can see, I'm taking my sweet time. And as soon as I finish second, upshift into third before the corner ends. You just want a smooth exit out of here. Hugging the curbs. And I finally figured this corner out. Only took me about 50 laps. So with this car, because you don't have that much downforce, what you want to do is swipe across the road before you even start braking. So there's no rubber here. There's no rubber here. All the rubber is sort of in the middle. And you'll hear you going on the, on the marbles. You'll hear it. So I'm going to swipe across it. And when I reach the middle, I'm going to start braking. But I'm going to keep turning and let the car rotate all the way into an early apex here. I don't know exactly the turning point here. I think every time I do it is a little bit different. But if you want an indication, right around here, turning in the car, braking on the rubber, trail braking into it, fourth gear, and very, very gentle with all of my inputs. A little braking or zero braking into the corner. And now I'm back on the power. Modulating it. I'm just trying to hug the curb the whole way through. Open up the wheel when I need to. The car has a tendency to kick out on the halfway point. And back to 100% as I know I'm nice and clear. And I got the car on the left here. We got the 50 here. We're going to brake, I would say, well, let's call it the 60. So right around here. And you're going downhill, so you will have to stay on the brakes for a long time. I peaked too little of a peak, too small of a peak. So I had to kind of modulate and increase it while I was going downhill. And from this point on, I would start to reduce my braking all the way into trail braking. And just stay on it, down into second gear. And I want to hug this curb for as long as humanly possible because I want the car to be on the right to open up the next corner, which is vital. So you want to keep your right tires on it. Just you want to hear the curb the whole way through and really compromise your entry speed here. So you'll have a nice straight car and it's going to be on the right. Tires are having a real easy time now. So it's going to be much easier to put the power down for the exit here. Second gear, flooring it up to third, and as soon as I do, 50% just modulating it and staying on the left here. You can see I've opened up the corner and I want to stay on the inside for as long as possible. That's where all the grip is. So I'm being very patient with the throttle, just making sure the car's on the inside before I floor it again. Now I made a little oopsie here. Didn't really cost me that much, but I turned in quite early. And I clipped this curb and kind of tossed me to the outside. You want to turn in a little bit later than that. You won't be leaning on the tires as much. And you might gain, a couple hundredths of a second on the straight here. That will give us a 126.970. I hope you guys enjoyed this track guide. If you did, please leave a like. And if you want to see more track guides and race videos, then subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.